So, I know I promised a video for you guys about Insomnia back on Friday for 2 days ago, so Monday. But I was busy yesterday and Monday, so yeah, I haven't been able to make a video. But now I am able to make one. Alright, so now on to Insomnia. For those of you who don't know what insomnia is, it's a sleep disorder where a person has the inability to fall asleep and or stay asleep. Ugh. I know I probably have insomnia because I have issues with falling asleep, and sometimes I even have issues with getting out of bed, or even staying asleep longer than I want to. But the thing is, okay, so on Wikipedia, that's what I'm using right now. So one of the things it says is that the last sentence of the second paragraph on Wikipedia that says about insomnia is that insomnia can be short-term, up to 3 weeks, or long-term, above 3 to 4 weeks. It can lead to memory problems, depression, irritability, and an increased risk of heart disease and automobile-related accidents. Not always true for everyone. With me, I already don't... as a kid, even as a kid, I had memory problems, and I didn't have insomnia as a kid. I've only had insomnia since 6th or 7th grade, maybe. But yeah. So for over 4 years, almost 5 actually. But yeah, with the depression part, I've had depression since 2nd grade, but I have been having to take pills for that, and I've been working on not being depressed anymore. I'm just simply tired a lot. But yeah. Yeah, with the irritability part, I can be irritable, but it has nothing to do with being so tired. It just has to do with people giving me a reason to be irritated with them. Being irritated. Increased risk of heart disease and automobile-related accidents. Not always true probably not always true. Actually, you know what? Let's look up. How many times has someone... Wait, no. What should I put? How many car related deaths? What? Accidents are related to insomnia? Hold up. I was about to sneeze, sorry. What is the if I could spell, percentage of um, car accidents caused by the third. Okay, so like it shows like the four most popular Google searches for percentage of car accidents caused by. The first one being drunk driving, of course. Texting is the second. Teenage drivers, because we know that teenagers are the only ones who cause car accidents. Bullshit. Anyway, and then the last one being cell phone use. Because people are dumbasses. And this goes to show why a reason why I hardly ever go outside. Because of idiotic people. Yes, I can't stand people. Most people. Because they piss me off. For reasons like this. Sorry. Alright. Okay, so I am on drowsydriving.org, the National Sleep Foundation. Facts and stats. It says, according to the National Sleep Foundation's 2005 Sleep in America poll, 60% of adult drivers, 168 million people, say that they have driven a vehicle while feeling drowsy in the past year, and more than one-third, 37%, or 103 million people, have actually fallen asleep at the wheel. In fact, those who have nodded off, 13% say they have done so at least once a month. 4%, which is about 11 million drivers, admit they have had an accident or near accident because they dozed off or were too tired to drive. Says nothing about insomnia. Oh, wait, no, this is about insomnia. Alright. It said, and then who is at risk? Says sleep-related crashes are most common in young people, especially men, adults with children, and shift workers. According to the NSF's 2002 poll, adults between 18 to 29 are much more likely to drive while drowsy compared to other age groups, 71% versus 30 to 64 of age, 52% versus 65 plus, 19%. Okay, I don't get that sentence, but whatever. I don't get the one in the parentheses with all the percents and the ages. Because there's like 3% numbers and 2 different age groups. So it's like, really, make sure to actually use an age group. 3 age groups if you're going to be using 3% numbers. 3 different percentages. Men are more likely than women to drive while drowsy. 56% of men, 45% of women are more likely to. 56% of men are more likely than women. 56% being the men, 45% being the women, and are almost twice as likely as women to fall asleep while driving. 22% for the men while falling asleep while driving, 12% for women. Adults with children in the household are more likely to drive drowsy than those without children. 50%, 9% for adults with children, and 45% for adults without. Adults with children in the household are more likely to drive drowsy than those without. Shift workers are more likely than those who work a regular daytime schedule to drive to or from work drowsy at least a few days a month. 36% for those who are shift workers, 25% who work a regular daytime schedule. Sleep deprivation increases the risk of a sleep-related crash. The less people sleep, the greater the risk. According to the study by the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety, people who sleep 6 to 7 hours a night are twice as likely to be involved in such a crash as those who's sleeping 8 hours or more, while people sleeping less than 5 hours increase their risk 4 to 5 times. Okay. A study by researchers in Australia showed that being awake for 18 hours produced an impairment equal to a blood alcohol concentration, BAC for short, of 0.05 and 0.10 after 24 hours. 0.08 is considered legally drunk. Okay, so if you're at 0.05, if you're at 0.01 to 0.07, then you're technically not drunk. Are you sure about that? Because some people can easily get drunk even if they're at 0.01. Because I know someone who, when I last saw him, which was almost 3 years ago, drank like a tiny bit of alcohol and immediately got drunk from so many years of being drunk. So yeah, I'm guessing she was probably at 0.01, maybe somewhere between 0.01 and 0.07. So yeah, they might want to reconsider putting 0.06 at least. 0.06 at least. Or even 0.05 for legally drunk. Because some people get pretty drunk when taking the breathalyzer thing, they can be at 0.05 and pretty drunk. So yeah. Alright. Well, I'm done. Oh yeah. I was also going to talk about how awesome Wicked was. So yeah, Wicked was really awesome. My favorite character that I would have to say is probably Elphaba, the wicked witch of the East. And because she was treated different from everyone, and she was seen as different compared to everybody else. But, well, the thing is, all of us are basically either Elphaba or Glinda, because, some people just, are, Glinda because they think that they're so much better than everyone. But there are some of those people who think that just because they're so much better than everyone, they have to bring people down. And then the rest of us who aren't like Glinda. Let me see the character list. Bips went past it. Can either be like Elphaba Bach or Fiero. Elphaba being like the one who is misunderstood, basically. Bach. Well, also like Nesserose, Elphaba's sister. And then some of us can be like Nesserose, who without thinking of it really takes advantage of other people, even though they might say, oh no, I hate people who enjoy taking advantage of other people. Alright. And then some people are like Buck, who is one of those people who are taken advantage of by people similar to Nesserose. And then some other people are like Fiero, who likes a girl, but then ends up realizing that she's in love. That he's in love with someone else, or that can be anyone. But yeah, all right. Well, I'm done. Peace out, guys.